Hey there Marvel fans, so today we have some really interesting stuff going on in the game and I'm pretty sure that you will be really excited about this one. So first of all, Miller Ross said that the Marvel Rivals in-game storm just refreshed and the two final winter holiday skins for Venom, Snow Symbiote and Magic Frozen Demon are now available. These will leave the store in 3 weeks on January 17. And you know, a lot of people are actually arguing that this is kind of a fear of missing out from the developers, which they said won't appear in the game, and same already happened with Hokai and Captain America skin for the Intergalactic Station of Wakanda skins line, so I'm not really sure if that's a good decision from the devs, but still it's kinda obvious that these are gonna be the seasonal skins, so I think that this is totally fine, but anyway, tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Besides, we get new interesting thing from the facial leaks. He said, gonna take a wild guess and assume the characters will have disabled abilities and disabled team-ups throughout the game's lifetime. Will abilities ever be toggled on? I don't know. Punisher still has art for what I think what's supposed to be a Hell's Legion ability. Black Widow has animation stuff for her Sonic Bullet I mentioned earlier today, could be reusing her existing anime. Hulk couldn't have been able to make a shield and throw it, like in the games. And Wolverine still can't use Magic's portal, sadly. So honestly, I think that this is kinda interesting stuff. Like, I mean, developers said previously that they might delete or remake or even disable some of team-ups during the game's lifespan, and this is kinda obvious stuff, because with the new seasons, with the new team-ups, with the new characters, there should be some different twists to the game to make it interesting and to keep it alive compared to the Overwatch again. So I think that this is actually makes sense. Sometimes these might appear in the game. Of course, I'm not really sure if Punisher needs the vampiric abilities like Hell's Legion stuff, because he's already pretty powerful, and just imagine how he can heal himself with his shotgun or with his good aim in hit scan, with his rifle, with his assault rifle. It would be just impossible to kill these guys, so I think that this is maybe too much, but some of the abilities, especially team-up abilities, will definitely be tweaked or reworked during the overall game's current seasons, and I think that this is actually okay. Anyway, tell me your thoughts. Also, we get this new reveal of what's coming next for the season 1, and this is kind of interesting because it seems like we finally gonna get Blade and Dracula, and this is kind of approved because, as you can see right now on the screen, these images showing us Blade and basically the vampire head, kind of moon crescent, which is just turned over, so it pretty much looks like the image of these characters coming to the game. This is kind of a teaser, official teaser, so I think that we gonna get these pretty soon, and this is quite a big thing because I honestly pretty hyped for the Blade himself. Also, some accounts saying that MODOK is coming to the game. Of course, this is just a speculation, we don't have any proof so far, but honestly I would like to see MODOK as a strategist character in the Marvel Rivals because he's kind of fun, he's kind of cool, and I think that his psionic and telekinetic abilities might be really fun to use in the Marvel Rivals, and they could bring some more cool mechanics to use in different ranked games and as well as a new strategies. But from other hand, I think that this character might be a bit tough to play because he will be kinda easy target. This kinda just a big head, and how the headshots will work for him is a pretty big question for me, so it might be a little bit of disadvantage of this character, but maybe it will work somehow differently from what we have currently in the game, because again, yeah, this guy is just a big head, and headshots with this one would be just crazy. Also, we get some really big argument in the Marvel Rivals community about the seasonal buffs, and some members of the community says that seasonal buffs are the dumbest thing I've seen in the hero shooters. And here's what the actual post says, who is actually a fan of this system. I'm a Diamond Magic main, and I realized yesterday how unplayable she will be next season, and then we'll have at least 5 other characters who are absolutely broken for that season. Such a dumb and weird decision with absolutely no benefits, and half the player base don't even realize how the seasonal buffs function. And before anyone says seasonal buffs should only be active while having a team up, no, they're just making a slightly less bad, not good. Sorry if my wandering spell weird, English is not my first language, so to be honest, I think this is actually fine. Some characters are genuinely weaker than others because of the buffs and nerfs which are coming with the new patches, and this is kind of a classic stuff for every single multiplayer game. And obviously this mechanic make different characters playable for some period of time. So now heroes will be left behind and everyone actually will get some love from the community. But from the other hand, I think that this mechanic is really poorly explained to the community, and developers should work on it more to help us understand how it actually works and what we can actually do with this one. So obviously this is a big thing to work on for the developers. Also, Throw Ramson said that the game becomes 1 million times less fun when Hokai is in my match. Here's what he says. He is literally in every single game now and it's completely unplayable. My team can't push it because he just picks up off from the other side of the map. Anytime someone gets close, he either gets a lucky headshot or just jumps 90 feet in the air to get away. It's ridiculous. I don't know how it's supposed to counter him besides just parrying that he's not that good. Such as awful unfun character to fight against, and I hope he get nerfed into the ground for the rest of the game lifespan. And you know, 3k people like this post, and I must agree that Hokai is actually a really strong character, especially in the hands of the players with good aim. But to be honest, he's not really that huge. Like, he's probably working that great on the lower ranks. On the higher ranks, people just ban him usually, but even if he's not banned, you can just flank him out. For example, some characters like Black Panther or even Spider-Man can actually one-shot him even in good hands. So I think that this is kind of fine. This is okay, so this character might get a little bit nerfed in terms of damage with the basic attacks, because it's probably a bit too much right now. But overall, I think that he's completely fine. He's not really quick character. He don't have any good escapes besides his jump, and it's also not that strong. Like, for example, some swinging abilities like Spider-Man or Venom has, or maybe some flying abilities like Iron Man, for example, or just jumping around with the portals like magic. So in my point of view, he's just fine. Yeah, he's strong one and definitely good character, but he doesn't deserve this hate overall. And we also get this new stuff about the Wolverine is the opposite team of a noob stomper, complete as in lower ranks but actually terrorist in a high elo. And here's what it says. In one trick, Wolverine and my Diamond Plus games are significantly easier than the Silver Plat games. If the devs fix his janky shift hitbox, he will easily become S plus tier due to how insanely easy it gets to value on him. Press E, right click into a tank, kidnap a tank and kill a tank. If you can't kill a tank, rinse and repeat until you get ult. Kidnap a tank, shred tank, ult tank into enemy backline. Win a fight. This works well in a Diamond Plus because your team actually heals you, follow up on kills a tank, and more importantly, they know how to stay alive long enough to Wolverine to get value. His weakness is that he's completely sitting dog without his cooldown, so you need to hope your team can fight 5v6 for roughly 10 seconds before you get your cooldown back if you miss your janky ass kidnap. So yeah, I know that a lot of people are actually arguing about this leap of the Wolverine, that this hitbox is actually crazy, and sometimes when you even aim into the character you don't pick up him for the flight and for the leap. I mean, and yeah, it's obviously a bit upsetting, but still I think that Wolverine is actually really underestimated character, and now people in the Pro League saying that they were mistaken about him. And honestly, I actually spoke with Bugger about this, and he also said that they were young and stupid when said that Wolverine is weak. So yeah, Wolverine is absolutely good one, and if you can play him properly, you will be a crazy tank destroyer in the Marvel Rivals. So be sure to know about this. And finally, hero bans shouldn't be gold and up. And here's what the boss says. After grinding solo queue to GM, I have to say that bans need to be implemented so much earlier. I can't get low level players learn, but this is ranked, not a quick play. Bans should be allowed much earlier, as the clearly OP characters run rampant until diamond, and even then if they're one plat, you don't get a ban. I don't understand why this system like this, but it's bad system. They need to change it in the season 1, and 2k people liked it. So honestly, I think that bans should be implemented in the game pretty early. For example, different other games, so which are multiplayer one, for example, even Overwatch and League of Legends, for example, they have bans. They can kind of draft mode, so This is obviously needed on the lower ranks too, and I think that this would be a great decision. But on the low elo, some players might just throw the game or just leave the game if their kind of main is banned, the characters they want to play is banned, and usually it's a duelist. So it might be a little bit tricky, so maybe the decision of developers to use this mechanic on the Diamond Plus ranks is actually not that bad. So yeah guys, this is all for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are, be sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more amazing Marvel Rivals content. See ya! Hey Rivalers, sorry for interrupting, but only 1.7% of you subscribe to my channel. To support me and my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks!